5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're old, corroding like a geezer.
Yes, money does make dreams come true. And it was Stealth X5's money that got us where we are right here today. This is Graybeard'S Studio, episode 140. If you can freaking believe it. We'll be like 3 years into this show next month. Crazy. So if you recall, now last week I was sick, really sick. So we couldn't do the show. We did the show the week before, and then the week before that, I had family members who were sick and in the hospital and didn't know if I was going to get pulled for babysitting duty or not. So that's why I had to cancel that prior week. So we start rolling here close to Thanksgiving, which of course is tomorrow. And Dan Lawless is like, hey, I got family in town. I can't do the show. Can we cancel? I'm like, no more canceling. So it's funny how I'll cancel it on my behest, but nobody else's. So anyway, the show must go on, and indeed it shall. So Stealth X5 got to pick the categories because he was the highest chat person 4 episodes, whenever we did it. And we're finally getting to that episode, which is this episode. He put out the categories. You guys picked the DCU, which is a pretty safe category. There's a lot of opportunity there for a lot of different characters. And so let's get the show rolling. Let's bring in our own David Williams. Are you going to have a turkey this year, or are you going to eat fast food?
I have no idea. I don't think I'm doing the Thanksgiving thing this year.
Just get a turkey sandwich from someplace?
Probably.
A little gravy on
it? Yeah.
Some bacon.
Or I just might go in my closet and just start crying. Who knows?
Well, hopefully that won't happen. Here's a guy who makes a lot of people cry, though. It's Gary Martin. Hey, Gary.
Aaron, I have decided to change my middle name to Danger.
Okay.
Gary Danger Martin.
Okay.
That way, when I meet someone, I can hold my hand out and say, shake hands with Danger.
Well, hopefully it's the right person that, that might rub some people the wrong way and get you in potentially a dangerous situation. So, guys, we don't have Dan Lawless with us today to make fun of. So it's just going to be our 3 acerbic wits going back and forth to create an unforgettable pre-Thanksgiving show. So
I know I won't forget it.
You what?
I said, I know I won't forget it. David might.
David's already forgotten.
David knows what's coming. Last night we were talking.
Shut up.
And David was making a point, and he wanted to use, it's like, that guy, he's a conservative commentator. He's got white hair. What's his name? And I was like, white hair? And we couldn't think of it. So after several minutes, David finally, Glenn Beck.
Yeah.
That's the guy's name. Oh, yeah, okay, I know who Glenn Beck is. And then he says, I forgot the point I was making with using Glenn Beck as my. But he was going on and on about, oh man, I'm getting old. I can't remember people's names. And then he couldn't remember the point of the conversation.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know what, 8 years older than you, David. So, you know.
Hey, but we do that all the time when we're on the phone, Aaron. It's just
I
like
know.
we're in the middle of a conversation and we can't remember someone's name to save our
Oh my
lives.
gosh.
But
All
it's
the
only
time.
when we're on the phone.
That's like, dude, that is like part of my life now, is just not remembering. And I was never really good at that anyway, but I'm really bad at it now, which really sucks when you're doing live TV and you can't recall anything. So,
but it's like simple stuff. You're like, you know, that woman that I'm married to, what's her name?
exactly. What, you know, she, oh yeah, and I know it's terrible. I haven't forgot my kids' names.
I think it's Shelly.
Yeah.
You're all, no, not her.
No, no, that's not right. That's not it.
Well, my grandparents would argue about stuff like that. My grandfather would be telling a story, and yeah, we were driving and we went to a Burger King, and then we were going to go to Aunt Thelma's house, and my grandma would butt in. It wasn't Burger King. It was, I don't know, McDonald's. Right. And then they would argue about what restaurant, the name of the restaurant they went to, and it would shut down the story because they were arguing about a point in the story that was completely irrelevant.
Right. My mom does that, and I think that's when you get next level old, is like, like we're just sort of scratching the surface of oldness right now, and so we have kind of these little lapses and everything. But like people that are like super old, that's what they do. They get sidetracked on just ridiculous points. So you're just like, Mom, it doesn't matter where it was. Well, I'm telling you, okay. It's, yeah. That's why I put her to work. I close the door, I give her work, and
lock
her in. When she buzzes that she's done, I go in and pick up the stuff and give her more stuff. So. All right, let's see who's here on this fine, almost holiday edition of Graybeard's Studio. MPC Oasis, he's claiming firsties, and we're going to give it to him because I have no reason to doubt it. There he is. Repairman Jack 67, Pastmaster Dan is here. Says, will there be blood? Maybe a smoking section? Gary, how can we be only 2 minutes into the show and I have no idea what people are talking about already? Creative Phase here, wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Henry Jeremick, they're starting already, Gary. Suggestions. Mike Grell style. Ooh, I like Warlord. Bernie Wrightson style Swamp Thing. Ooh, I've done Swamp Thing on this show though, I think. Orion riding Sky Harness. Okay.
But shouldn't you say Neil Adams style Warlord? Because isn't that what Mike Grell was trying to do?
I think that's exactly right. I think you're exactly right there. The Longest Cosplays is here. Lone Star Viper joining us. Matthew Muma. BH Disc Designs is letting everybody know that he's here. Now, BH, are you new? Does that ring a bell with you, Gary?
No, I'm not familiar with that name.
Okay, well,
but yeah, he may.
If you didn't just change your avatar and you were somebody else prior, but you're new, hit that like and subscribe. In fact, everybody hit the like and subscribe. Appreciate it very much. Randy Howell, all the way from Canada. There's Rand Arrington. Pity Mod joining us. Hey, all happy Thanksgiving Eve. Hail Graybeard's best art show ever. That's correct. And I want to thank you for pointing it out, Pity Mod. We appreciate it. Toxic Dust is here. Aaron's late, says Randy Howell, yet he wants to draw the Flash. Oh, I never thought of it that way. Well, I was here on time. We were a little slow. We were sharing artwork back and forth that we can't share on this show. So, Leg Kick is here because Leg Kick is almost always here. There's Marcus Killigrew, purveyor of all things pop culture knowledge. Let's see. Headless Bourgeoisie is joining us. Best Age Comics. Now he's saying, those Cockrum Legionnaires like that ponytailed Phantom Girl or time-tested Ultra Boy are wonderful choices. Time-tested Ultra Boy. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, he's been around for a while, but that doesn't mean he's a good character.
Yeah, that is a test of time just because he's been around for a while.
Saturn Girl.
Can I claim that I'm great because
I've been around. Yeah.
I'm tested time. I'm still around.
Gollum Wolf says, "Hail everyone. He's homesick, but I get to catch the show live." Well, thanks for joining us, despite the fact that you're apparently away from home. Let's see who else we got here. Steve Giblin, thanks for joining us. Hidden Hand Media is joining us. Just says Chinese food. I don't know if that has. Maybe that's what he's enjoying right now while we'll be laboring away. Pantheon's here. Yeah, let's see. Hidden. Okay, we did that. There's Stealth X5. He's very excited, I'm sure. Equasa, is that sequential artist? Yes. Sequential artist here, yes. Greetings, Aaron and Graybeards and chat. Thankful to be able to celebrate Detective Comics with you all today. Of course, he's pretending that he knows more than we do. Of course, the DC bullet stands for Detective Comics, and that apparently scared David away. But thank you for the $5.08. There's Eric Boyd. He says, hello, Jive Turkeys. That seems appropriate. Stealth X5 for $2 says hello. Thank you, Stealth. We're assuming David will be back shortly. John Smith, he says, Aaron, you're a youngster. Well, compared to you, John, but John actually looks younger than I do, even though he's like 3 or 4 years older than I am. It's actually quite sad for me, not for him. Let's see here. Infamous Mr. Cursed. I was going to put that up there. I like that. The infamous Mr. Cursed. I like that.
So he's not famous. He's infamous.
Yes, and he's Mr. Cursed. So that almost sounds like like a late 60s, early 70s Peter Cushing or Christopher Lee Hammer film or something, the infamous Mr. Cursed.
It sounds like a DC villain from, the 60s.
Do you remember that movie, The Abominable Dr. Phibes, with Vincent Price? He had that kind of thing. That's where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Have you done turkey smoking yet, Aaron? Says Past Master Dan. No, I haven't. I've never smoked a turkey. I don't have a smoker, and you'd have to have a big smoker to do that, I would think.
I don't like.
I smoked a turkey. I got high as.
Oh, what were you saying, Gary?
I don't like smoked meats, like
really
beef or turkey or whatever. I enjoy the pure flavor of the roast beast. I don't want that,
Yeah. Original meat was smoked.
Yeah, on the fire, caveman, man. Okay, so BH Disc Design says, I'm not new, Aaron. I just don't get in the chat. Been CG since 2018. Well, then you've been here longer than I have. So thanks for getting in the chat, though.
Yeah.
William Wellborn is here. Hey.
Yeah, I would encourage, sorry to interrupt, Aaron. I would encourage the people who watch the show live but don't chat to chat and just say hi, just so we know, we see your name, know you're watching. You don't have to, lay some sage knowledge on us. Just say hi.
Yeah, isn't that nice? Biblia Bob, when was the last time we heard from Biblia Bob? It's been a while, but I'll bet he's been lurking behind the scenes. Let's see here. Desticato saying blasphemy. I don't know. Is that
that's probably referring to something I said.
Well, would it be the smoked turkey or the fact that you don't like smoked meat at all? One of those two is blasphemy.
Maybe.
Headless Bourgeoisie says, I lurked for a few years before I started chatting, and now you can't stop it. So, that's kind of usually how it goes. Okay.
Oh, hold on. You didn't get them all.
Who did I miss? There's Mad Mel.
Silent Spirit.
Oh, a silent spirit, because Gary, oh, of course, because he mentioned you.
But there's several names popping up that I'm not familiar with.
Well, they're okay. So will you encourage everybody to say hello?
Yes.
And they're doing it. There's
Excellent.
Mad Mel saying hello. F Bombs Custom Paint Shop.
Well, we're probably glad you don't make any comments, Mr. F. Bomb.
He says he was invited by Rand Arrington. So Rand's out
Okay.
spreading the good news. So not the good news of Jesus Christ. Or he might be, but I'm just saying the good news of this show. I didn't want to say anything
Okay.
blasphemous there. And
Who else? Unbuggable?
Unbuggable. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, hello.
Look at all these people coming out.
Yes.
There's Ronan, but we know Ronan.
Thank you guys for speaking up. Appreciate it.
BH Disc Design says, I'm drawing while I watch. There's no time to chat, Gary. There's people working right now where they're leaving us.
I appreciate that when you tell me there's no time.
We're filling up their studio with good holiday cheer while they work, and so we'll take that. Glad to do it. Let's do a little show and tell. I know David must have something that he wants to drop on us. Some wonderful piece of artwork from his art.
I don't want to, but I'll show some stuff anyway. But
okay.
So I got a nice gift from one of our chatters, people who frequent our show. Daniel Russell sent this to me.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Nice.
That is
cool.
It
plugged in?
Isn't that nice? No, it's not plugged in. I have to plug it into. No, and
what a contrarian.
He also gave me this. Yeah, that's right. Hold on, I got to take this sticker off of here because that'd be ghetto. But he sent me this.
Wow, Daniel Russell sent you that?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Dan,
now I told him. Look,
yeah,
I'm never gonna wear this shirt because I'm not worthy. But I told him I appreciate the sentiment, so I'll still keep it anyway. But
wow, Daniel Russell never sent me anything like that. He sent me stuff, but nothing like best. He's probably going to send me like second best artist ever or something now. I don't know.
Yeah, David, just like one more color on that shirt and it would be a rainbow.
Yeah, thankfully it's not on there. But I also have this stuff still.
You still have that piece?
Yeah.
That is a freaking awesome piece in that orange background, man.
Yeah, I love that orange. Oh, and that one. Sheesh.
Yep.
So these are still up on Comic Art Fans and they're available. And I'm having a 2-for-1 sale, or if you buy one, you could get the other one half off.
Wait. 2 for 1?
Yeah. No. You buy 2, you get 1 free. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. That's different.
Yeah, buy two, get 1 free.
Buy 2, that's still
a great
2, get
deal.
1 free.
Fantastic.
Wow.
And these are all 11 by 17.
Yeah, David goes big, man.
Yeah. Dang.
Dan.
You got a stack. They do make portfolios. So you can put artwork in.
I got those. I take them out so I could show you guys.
Okay.
Because the glare on the portfolio sleeve. See, I know what I'm doing, man.
All right. Okay, I'm just,
And they're all reasonably priced. So if you feel so inclined, just think about like if you bought 2, you could give 1 to a friend because you'll get 1 for free.
There you go. Look at that. It's the neighborly thing to do.
Yeah. Out of love. Or you could be a greedy gut and just have it all.
And take all 3 of them, which is what I would do. I wouldn't give it to anybody, but that's just me. I'm not trying to set an example or anything. those are fantastic, of course. So check out Comic Art Fans or message David directly on either Instagram or Twitter to talk about perhaps purchasing one of those wonderful things for a Christmas present, maybe for a loved one or for yourself. Gary, what have you got for us?
I've been busy this past couple of weeks. This is a Kirby cover commission, Mr. Miracle, and my favorite part is how he's staring at one of those spikes. You know, it's like something go in his eye.
I better think fast. Oh,
I didn't really analyze how much lettering was on this cover when I accepted the commission. Oh man. And they're all like in different styles. It's like, yeah, the lettering almost killed me, but it's still Kirby, and I love doing Kirby, as you all well know. And then after I finished that, I did this
before
one.
you go, that cover reminds me of the Batman 66 episode when he was, pushing the wall so he wouldn't get crushed by those spikes, and then he finds out that they're rubber.
But yeah, I mean, it's just this whole scenario. These, like that line from Three Musketeers, it's the best deal is man with unsympathetic men. And that's what these guys are, unsympathetic. Yeah. Okay. The Shadow knows.
Wow.
That is very cool.
This is just a piece that it was an itch that I wanted to scratch.
Going closer. Wow. I like how those hands, they feel like real leather gloves.
Yeah, I'm figuring out gloved hands have a different texture than regular hands, and so I've been kind of experimenting with that. They're a bit softer looking.
If you were playing that Roland, people would have believed it.
Trusty splatter so we can see the hat.
Very nice.
Let's see what else. Oh, here's one that I just finished.
Oh, a little Wally Woods Thunder Agents, huh?
And I kind of took some liberties with this. Not only did I tighten up the inking, but I kind of added detail into the outer space sky and added a couple extra flying saucers. So I call it a recreation / reinterpretation because, like I say, I took some liberties. Woods inking can get very loose sometimes. And so I just decided to go the other way and just to see what it would look like.
Now, are any of these? I mean, the Kirby one's a commission, but the other two are just because.
Yeah, the Shadow piece, I just wanted to do it, and that one sold really quickly.
Yeah, I bet.
And then this one, I think I posted it. I can't remember. I think I posted it yesterday, and it sold before I posted it on all my platforms. It sold really quick. Let's see. And then
wait, folks, there's more. Oh, that's a Travis recreation, isn't it?
Travis Charis, yeah, recreation. I was fascinated with his textures on this piece. This is on 11 by 17. They're all 11 by 17.
Going closer.
What I really liked about this is that he made Hulk's skin very leathery, almost like an elephant or a rhinoceros. I mean, look how jagged his toenails and fingernails are. And if you think about it, if there was a creature like this, that's how his skin would be. I mean, it would be super, super tough.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And this piece, I will be auctioning it off at the end of the show.
Whoa, there you go. Get your Hulk piece Travis recreation. At the end of the show, we will do a short auction, and so Gary can get some Christmas money.
I have grandkids I'm buying for.
I know. All right, I have. Okay, so I finished inking the first page of Primal Force, which will be appearing in Barbaric Adventures magazine. So,
wow, that turned out really good.
thank you. Now I'm going to still do ink wash or grayscale or something on there. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use. I'm going to experiment a little bit before I get into it, but this is what you guys will be looking forward to when we launch Barbaric Adventures in February of 2026. Just a few months away, and this will be on full display, and you'll be able to back it, and it'll be a legendary black and white magazine. And
that reminds me of Terry Dodson layout. He'd always, if there was a female on the page, he would make the female full figure in a long panel, and then have a bunch of smaller panels for the rest of it.
I think Terry stole that from me, but I'm not going to,
Well, that could be, but he did that a lot.
I've been known to do it occasionally. But yeah, so there you go. And it's also, this is a little larger format than the regular comic book page, so it's fun to work a little bit bigger. And I will be, I'm working on the cover right now, which I can't show you guys, but you'll have to wait till the campaign launches to see the covers. But I'm working on that, which is going to be a painted cover. I've got the prelim. It's been transferred onto the canvas, and I've done the underpainting on it, or I'm working on the underpainting at the moment. And so yeah, we've got some good things coming up.
What's the rough estimate of when you're going to launch Barbaric?
1st of February. I just got notification from my printing rep that Wraith of God 3 has shipped. It's actually in route to me right now, the big pallet full of the books, and we will start. I assume will be arriving next week, and we'll start shipping those out.
Does she include the FedEx shipper helping you unload the boxes?
I have. That is a standing request, and whenever they call me to schedule the actual, because they get it in the weigh station, then they call you and say, well, when can we bring this by?
Right.
And you say, okay, this needs to be delivered to my garage, not to the sidewalk.
Right.
And and so
yeah, I didn't ask for that, and the driver was like, oh, I'll help you load them, and I'm like, no, that's okay, I got it. Are you sure? Yeah, I got it. And then when I got the bill, it's like a couple $100 extra for that, and I was like, wait a minute, I did that.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. The last guy that delivered them, because we have a slight incline on it's not drastic, but it's, there's an incline on our driveway up to the garage from the street. I had to help the guy push the pallet. He was pulling, and I'm pushing the pallet. This old Aaron out there pushing the pallet, going, I'm not getting paid to do this.
Hearing your joints snap, crackling, and popping.
Exactly. But such is the price we got to pay to self-publish, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Unbuggable says, makes me wonder if the Hulk's nails are too tough to cut. I've never even thought about that, but that's
they would be like steel, right?
Right, exactly. It'd be like Superman's hair and all that kind of stuff. It's like, how does he? I guess doesn't he use his laser vision to cut his own hair or his fingernails or something? I don't know. It's just crazy. The stuff we get into. That's when you're a little too deep into the mythology.
What does the Hulk? Well, I don't think the Hulk even cares.
No.
I mean, according to that rendition, he doesn't give a rip.
He bites them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
that would be, David, that would be a good illustration. The Hulk pulling his foot up by his mouth to trim his toenails.
Well, if he doesn't stay well, I don't know. Does he even turn back and forth to Bruce Banner anymore? Or is he like the Hulk all the time now?
I don't know.
Because if he was just back in the old days, he was changing back and forth.
Right.
Would that like restart the Hulk generation process every time? I mean, it's like if his nails were getting long, but then he started being Banner again, and say Banner cuts his nails or whatever, and then he turns the Hulk again, we would start over, right? It wouldn't be like.
I have a feeling no one else on this planet has ever had this conversation.
And they never will again. All right, gentlemen, we are doing DC Universe characters. So Stealth, because Stealth won the day a couple weeks ago to pick this show, he desperately wants a drawing of the Flash. So I'm going to do that. And so David, what are you up to?
I quit. I'm out. Leave you to draw all by your lonesome.
There's not enough good choices with DCU. I mean,
no, there's plenty. But people know where I'm going to go. But someone was asking, am I going to do a Batman character? And they mentioned that current Batman, what was it called?
Insufferable Batman or something like that.
Absolute Scat Man. No,
yeah,
absolutely not.
Yeah,
I will not draw that version. That does not exist. But one of them, he said in there, Batman Beyond. That'd be cool.
There you go.
Yeah, Stealth is already kicking in the super chat, even though he doesn't have to.
Well, there you go.
For $2, Stealth says, "Tell David to do Batman Beyond." So there it is.
David, do Batman Beyond.
Yeah, do Batman Beyond.
Why are you telling them to tell me? Are they my massa or something like that? You could have just asked me.
Stealth is under the false impression that we have influence with you.
Well, he also is under the impression that if he gives us money, we'll do what he says. And that actually is true a lot of the time.
Okay, so David, have you decided?
Yeah, I was deciding before he put in the $2 chat, but yeah.
So you're going to do Batman.
I don't think I want to do it because he was telling you to tell me, so I'm kind of offended.
Just for that, I'm not going to do it.
That's right.
David's going to do Ragman instead.
You can't tell David to do anything. Okay, so David's doing Batman Beyond. Aaron's doing the Flash. So officially, no more suggestions. Okay.
Why do you have to say that, Gary? You know what's going to happen now.
Well, we're already getting Red Robin, Warlord.
Oh, I could do
Ragman, Batwoman. I mean, come on.
I'll do Ragman. Uh-oh, he got kicked. And I kicked him.
Aaron all of a sudden had problems. So now we could do anything we want. We could
that's right.
run around the house naked. I think we should start a thing that if someone sends $100 super chat, Aaron has to take off his shirt.
Oh, what? I'm like, I'm out.
So, any of you have crushes on Aaron in the chat? You'd have to convince Aaron to do this.
I'm back, by the way.
Did you hear any of that?
I heard something about you running around naked, which made me pause.
Okay, well, you did. Back. Okay, the other Vespa guy says 150. He keeps it on.
Yeah, there you go.
So I said $100. Aaron, $100 super chat. Aaron will take off his shirt.
Thankfully, I've got
the other
shirts
Vespa guy says 150. He keeps it on.
Yeah, 200 for him to keep it on. Now we're making some money.
I think I will do Ragman, but I'm gonna have a whole bunch of women chasing him.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I don't even know what to say.
Hold on. Gollum Wolf says, with all that hair, we couldn't tell if Aaron took off his shirt.
Oh my gosh.
He's
What
wearing
did I
a
do?
Bill Cosby wool sweater.
What the heck did I do to deserve this? But I'll tell you, this is what you get. So
I think the chat is learning that Aaron is itching to give someone the cannon at the beginning of the show. So you can even like have a mediocre insult and he'll still hit you with a cannon. Later on, he gets more tolerant and, but early in the show, his trigger finger is itching.
it's when we get down to crunch time and actually got to finish the drawing, it's
right.
I'm less likely to spend the moment.
Yeah. So what we're saying is you can really lay into Aaron at the end of the show and he'll ignore you.
Exactly. So have you guys seen Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning?
Yeah.
You got any feelings on it?
I didn't love it. I wasn't astounded. I was just like, oh man. I was hoping that it would have been the best of the best.
The sequel is called Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Not done yet, folks.
Okay, look, HR, the question, Marcus, the creeper. Look, do you not see them drawing?
Oh, man.
Especially you, Marcus. Marcus,
yeah, we expect more from you.
Expect way more from you.
I thought the movie was. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I didn't. It was way too long. I thought it was never going to end, and then I wasn't necessarily bored, but it was just long, and I was exhausted afterwards. There's some cool stunts in it as always, but it was a little convoluted and kind of. I'm kind of like, what's going on now?
Very.
So
I don't mind long movies if they're entertaining. Then you don't realize they're long. But when you're looking at your watch, that's not a good sign.
No.
Yeah.
But you could feel it. I mean, it was almost 3 hours long. And you just kind of feel like I remember going where they went inside the cave, the vault, the hidden vault there to face off with Gabriel. And I clicked the thing because I was watching it on Netflix or something. And I clicked the thing and it still said it had 45 minutes to go. It was like, half a movie still.
45 minutes. What the hell are they going to do with all that time?
That's what I was thinking. But they had that extended, biplane fight scene and all that kind of stuff at the end, so.
What was that one British chick that they killed off one before?
The one before?
Yeah, the blue-eyed blonde chick. The one that they shouldn't have killed off.
I can't remember. God, there's been 8 movies. I'm trying to remember what movie that was that she got killed.
It was just in the movie before this last one. They killed her off. Gabriel killed her, and I thought that was stupid.
Oh, they were fighting on the bridge or whatever? That little.
Yeah, and I'm like, you actually made, a likable female on this, and then you kill her off, and then you put her with, as much as I love, what's her name?
Haley,
I don't think she was a proper replacement for that character.
Well, it was kind of interesting how they formulated an entire new team for him by the end of the movie. Because you had the Asian assassin chick that he spared her life in the previous movie. And then the only regular he had was Simon Pegg or whatever, was the only guy that was left by the end of the movie. And then he had an all new team, which seemed kind of odd to me because they're like, well, this is the last movie, right? So why are we forming a new team here?
Exactly.
And it kind of felt like at the end that it wasn't the end.
Yeah.
And but Tom's getting old. He can't keep doing this forever. At least I don't think he can.
He is.
What's that?
I said he ain't getting old. He is old.
I know.
Yeah, he is old. Yeah, he looks pretty good for his age, but he is old.
Leg kick for 10. Thank you, leg kick. Says Gary reminds me of a super Dave Osborne without the raspy voice.
I could see that.
Very dry sense of humor.
I could see that. Pity Ma is asking me how I made out on the recent art auction. Hope I did well. Are you talking about the Comic Art Fans auction? If that's the auction you're referring to, I did pretty good. That's all I'm going to say.
Gary, is
but
that
on those things, you never do as well as you hope.
So was there?
When was this?
Comic Art Fans has a quarterly, what do they call it? A virtual art show. Mm-hmm. So it's not really an auction. I'm assuming, Pity Ma, that's what you're referring to. It's not really an auction. It's a virtual art convention. And you just like stuff that hasn't been selling, you mark it down and stand back.
So it's not an auction. You see if people are going to buy it or not, basically. You put
Right.
it out there for X amount of price or whatever, and then, okay. I didn't know about that. I should...
Yeah, I always sell something, which is good. I'd rather sell, you guys are probably the same way. I'd rather sell something that I've already done than get a commission and have to do something new.
Yeah.
Money is money, but
yeah. Well, no, that's absolutely true. It's kind of funny because, Stealth was like, really wants a Flash piece, right? So I'm sitting here doing the Flash. But I've got some really nice Flash pages from my Justice League run, that are just sitting there. And it is interesting. Some people are sketch people and some people are page people, That's
true, yeah. But to have something, he's watching you create this and he knows you're doing it for him. That's different.
That's true.
Hey, what do you think of... I got someone asked me to help on a commission. I'm not saying who it is or whatever, but they bought an Arthur Adams rough sketch, like his, prelim or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was, it had like Wolverine, Hulk, Spider-Man, and Ghost Rider on it. But what he wanted to do is have different artists ink each one of the characters, right? And he wanted me to do it. And I said, I'm thinking in my head, he's going to make a copy of it. But no, he wanted people to draw on that original. And I said, absolutely not. Because to me, that's like erasing history. You know what I mean?
Go ahead. I would say I wouldn't do it either. I agree with you because... And here's why. I have people buy, I've had this happen to me multiple times, actually. Now, whenever people buy my roughs, I always tell them, do not get this inked.
Yeah.
Because what happens is they will take, I have cover roughs, for example, and sometimes I have 11 by 17. I'll start doing the cover. I'll get it all kind of penciled and roughed in. And you're like, I don't like a perfect example. I did a Wonder Woman cover like that. And I was like, I didn't like the way Wonder Woman's arm was or something, and you erase too much and it ruins the paper. So then you go ahead and light box that onto another piece of paper and fix whatever you want to fix, right? Then you ink that and that becomes the cover. But now you've got this somewhat complete but not finished pencil, right? And so I would sell those. Somebody bought it from me, went and had some buddy at a con who had never heard of ink it, you know, hey, will you ink this for $50 kind of thing, right? And they go, sure.
That was probably like, you know, a friend.
Yeah, and then it's like, and it looks like crap, and then you're kind of like, okay, so now this has my name on it.
Yeah, floating around.
And I did not authorize this, you know, to be a finished piece. And so it really makes me mad when people do that. Now, if you bought an original Arthur Adams and you were getting other artists to ink it because you wanted to see what it, you know, their take on it would be, then yeah, do a blue line, but don't mess with the original.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my idea on that.
I've got kind of a situation here in the chat. Creative Faye is making some comments, and I am not purposely not reading them. And so I think she's taking that as a challenge to continue to pile on. So if I read them, is that going to shut you down, Creative Faye, or is that going to encourage you? I'll just read one to see what I'm talking about. Gary, how was the Mayflower ride to the New World to have Thanksgiving? Okay, that's the vein that her comments.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's several. And then Gollum Wolf jumps in. Oh, Faye, I'm sure Gary was complaining about the food service on the Mayflower. Okay, so I've read those, so I'm hoping, foolishly hoping.
Yeah, probably foolishly
shut them down.
Okay, here we go. Mustang Trainer for 5. Thank you, sir. Says, I love the iBatman layout pages I bought during the garage sale. I want more pages. Okay, just don't get them inked. But thank you for buying them. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
More of those.
What's that, Gary?
I said you probably have more layouts laying around, right?
I got a ton.
Yeah.
Not of the Batman stuff, but see, that's a prime thing. It's like you bought these roughs I did, and then to go get them inked, it's like, to me that's almost sacrilegious. They're not finished drawings, and so they're not finished. I didn't finish them for them to be inked by somebody or even me, because they're not done. So then when someone inks them, you're you know what I mean? It's like, so they're roughs. That's what their existence is, and should be treated as such.
Yep. Yep. They were not meant to be inked.
Right.
And some things aren't. I mean, I do a lot of black and white artwork, and people ask to color them, and usually my response is, well, some things were not meant to be colored.
Exactly.
But it's the same way with pencils. You can't ink everything.
Yeah, you can.
And I've turned gigs down. People wanted me to ink something that was tonal. Like, you know, this was not meant to be inked.
It is interesting though that some people they're so caught up in the what comic art is, right? Which is black and white art. They have a hard time appreciating something else, you know?
Yeah. There's a chat I wanted to read here. Oh, Pity Maw saying, "Hail, Bad Adam. Awesome to see you when there is no bidding going on. Hail, sir. Well, we are having an auction at the end of the show."
That's probably why Bad Adam is here. He always shows up for the good stuff.
This is a Travis Charest recreation at the end of the show is going up. So thank you, Pity Maw, for that little plug. And
I'm going to go with the original, which I used to think was Gil Kane, but actually it's Carmen Infantino Flash costume design. Still the best. Mustang Trainer for 2. I would never have someone else touch your art. You are a good man. Thank you. Appreciate that. I wasn't necessarily accusing you of doing that. I was just using it as an example of, uh, uh, that some people do that. So don't be one of them. And you're not, clearly not. So I appreciate that. Golden Wolf for $4.99. Did you guys hear about the Superman #1 9.0 that was recently found? It sold at auction for over $9 million. It looks amazing. Here's the interesting thing. Some people that are familiar with the grading process have looked at this book and suggested that it's overgraded. And
do those guys get like an auction? Do they get a percentage?
Oh, baby, the graders do.
Yes.
And so when something like that is going to go for millions of dollars and you're going to get a percentage of it, it behooves the company to grade it higher.
Overgraded.
And I'm not saying that's what they did, but it's pretty hard when you've got something like that involved in the process to, always get someone with integrity, doing the right thing there. Because I don't know what percentage they bet, but I bet they get like 10% or something.
Well,
that's a lot of money.
That's one of my beefs with auction houses like Heritage, is that if they sell, a $200 piece of artwork, they get, I don't know, what is it, like 15% or whatever. Yeah. They get money both from the buyer and the seller. And if they sell a $2 million piece of artwork, they still get their 15-20%, which is, six figures. And they've done the same amount of work.
Well, yes. And but the one thing with Heritage is that used to really tick me off too. But then I started looking at it and I was like, well, everybody bids knowing that they're going to get stuck for that. Right. So it's like, if you want to pay $1,000 for something, but you're going to get stuck with a 20% whatever, or 15, whatever it is, right? Let's say it's 10% for easy math. You're going to get stuck for an extra $100. So if you bid $1,000, now you're paying them $1,100.
Right.
So you bid $900, and then you're paying them $1,000, which is actually what you wanted to pay for it. And so everybody has sort of started bidding like that, so that so you're not getting stuck.
Well, that's kept me from bidding on things.
Well, I did.
I'm Mr. Cheapo. My budget's pretty low when it comes to buying original art. I can afford it. I'm bidding on that. Wait a minute. With buyer's premium, it's this. So forget it.
Well, that's what I said. I talked to guys about this, and they were like, yeah, just don't take that in consideration. Know what your final number is you want to bid. Don't bid over that with building in the percentage that they're going to take. I've never actually bid on anything I have bid, but I've never won anything, I should say.
I've bought a couple of things from them.
They get some good stuff, man.
Oh yeah, they do. But that's probably one of the advantages of listing high-end art with them, is that they get a lot of eyes on it.
Yep. And well, Comic Link does a pretty good job too, and they don't take as much money, because I know some big books that have sold on Comic Link, like Amazing Fantasy 15s and things like that have brought in some real money. Captain America #1, and they brought in good money on it. So that's a good option, is Comic Link. And I know Vince over at the Metropolis Comics, they have their own thing too. And it's, I always think it's Comic Link, but it isn't. It's Comic Connect.
Right.
And so there is other options besides Heritage where you can get, a better deal, but they all still take a decent amount.
Yes. Model Works, I butchered that, says the Heritage buyer's premium is 20 to 25%. That's a lot.
It is.
Yeah, that's a lot. And as you're drawing, Aaron, I'm thinking, with the Flash, does he care about aerodynamics?
Not the way I'm drawing them. I don't know. I know that there's like, don't like sprinters. Isn't it such a science now that there's certain
Yep.
ways you run and hold your hands and all this other kind of stuff?
Yep. That's what I was thinking. But with someone that runs as fast as he does, he, a hundredth of a second, he doesn't care.
Yeah, he's not getting, most of the time he's not getting timed, would be my guess.
Right. So maybe if he was racing Superman, he might.
Right. Be a little bit more concerned about such things.
I remember it was like getting in arguments, and with your like neighborhood kids about who would win a running race in Superman and the Flash.
Well, we were all Marvel kids in my neighborhood. It was discussions about Marvel stuff, but the same thing.
Yeah, I was outnumbered. I was Marvel, and then all my other neighborhood friends were all DC, and so they would get in heated arguments about that.
All righty, let's see. Randy Howell for $2 Canadian. Thank you, Randy. Says happy 72nd birthday to Pat Broderick. Well, there you go. Didn't know it was Pat's birthday, but I had Pat on my Sunday show not too long ago. Him and Mike talking about Bronze Star 2, which is an active campaign right now for those guys. If you haven't checked it out, you should.
That always makes me happy when I see someone that's older than me.
Yes. I didn't used to be that way, but now I think I look at that stuff too.
So that actually becomes a thing at a certain age. At least I'm not as old as that guy.
Yeah, at least I'm not as old as Gary.
Yeah.
That's what I say. But you got to find somebody else.
Okay, NPC Oasis. So I was not trying to open up a conversation about who would win between Superman and the Flash.
You know what? And I hope Chris isn't watching, but I just found out like that Chris, jeez, which is exactly what we were talking about at the beginning of the show. From Dark.
Make sure you don't forget the point. Don't forget the point that you're trying to make when you remember the name of the person that you're trying to think of.
Gary from Dark Horse, the art director, Chris.
Art director? No, they had a lot of them.
No, he's been there forever. He did Black Cross and
Warner.
Oh. Yeah, I like Chris Warner is older than I thought he was. Let me just put it that way. When I saw his age, and it is kind of it's kind of sobering because you sit there and you think, well, we were young when we started this game, and now we're not. And the people that we looked up to are even older than we are.
Aberdeen 7. Changing the subject here, says we were talking about Mike Grell. I just remembered Gerald Jones going out of his way to let everyone know Mike Grell was a conservative in his 90s comic history book, which is the tactic of the left to isolate their opposition. Well, we don't care what Gerald Jones thinks because he's a convicted pedophile.
Exactly, although he's out. So
the convicted pedophile says.
It is true, though, that even back then they were like, oh, yeah, if you're a conservative, they were going to let everybody else know that you were because.
Tagamomo Modelworks, you're a kid. He says, I just turned 63, so don't read this. It makes you sad. No, you're a kid. 63, you're a punk.
Gary would give anything to be 63.
That's right. I would. That's right.
Yeah, I was like, I was okay until I turned 60, and then I started panicking.
Red Harrington, in all caps, hey, someone should draw Batmite.
Mustang Trainer for $2. Aaron, have any pages from your Deadpool -1? I think so, but obviously no pages with Deadpool on them because he wasn't in the issue. Other than the splash page, which that sold to John Smith like back in the 90s. So,
well, it sounds like he's familiar with that issue. So,
I think I do. I haven't really looked in a long time, but I can't imagine I would have sold them because there's really, there's no characters on them that would, but who knows? Someone might have taken them in a deal or something. I'd have to look.
well, Mustang Trainer, follow up with that later with Aaron because he I'm sure he can give you a pretty good deal.
For 1017, our sequential artiste. Another reason I refer to DC as Detective Comics, Flash has become so overpowered the aerodynamics and other physics don't matter anymore. Just sweep it all under the Speed Force rug. # depressing. There is kind of a downside to when characters are around too long, and you're trying to figure out how to keep them fresh or make them fresh or something. And then it gets so convoluted. It's like,
well, mythologies of superheroes are absurd anyway.
yes.
I remember there was a thing when I first became a professional way back when. I was reading this letters page, a Superman letter page, and the guy was complaining that someone had written in and pointed out that Clark Kent was using his heat vision while he was Clark Kent and had his glasses on. And the heat rays, those laser beams or whatever they are, went through the glasses. And he was complaining that, they would have destroyed the glasses, which is correct.
Unless he has
Yes.
special Kryptonian.
Yes.
Yeah.
The response. In 100 years, you would not think of this. Well, those lenses in Clark Kent's glasses were actually part of the window of his ship when he landed on Earth. They popped out in like a honeycomb shape, and he just used that little lens and popped it into his a glasses frame. That was their explanation, not how you got us. Good observation. No, they came up with this absurd explanation of how that was possible.
I love the fact that they actually did come up with something, though, rather than admit defeat. They're like, "Oh no, you did us."
He's all, see what happened was
Yeah.
You're just misunderstanding the situation.
The lenses popped out of the window of this little ship in a honeycomb pattern, and you just pop those in a glasses frame.
Well, he doesn't really need glasses, though, right? That's just for his costume look.
Just his disguise. Right. But to use the heat vision while he has the glasses on.
Yeah. Well, I don't think any good comic company is going to give in.
Good.
Well, any comic book is going to.
Yeah. Let's see. I've been thinking about changing my avatar. I see a lot of people use pictures of celebrities.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about changing mine to a celebrity photo. Aaron, could you pull up the picture? I want Cat's opinion.
Oh man.
So what do you think? Do you think that should be my celebrity avatar? No.
Nah.
Okay.
Bat Adam 12 says, he's talking to Pity My, says, but I got a David Williams inked Batman and Robin framed with a colored version. That's right. Bat Adam 12. He bought my King Kong from
He bought my King Kong.
Okay.
It's lunchtime.
Stealth providing a meal for $2. Thank you, Stealth. So he's going to give us a green apple and a red apple, Gary. Some blueberries. But then he's going to give us a yam with a regular russet potato. I'm a little starched out at this point, and now I've got to eat a steak. We got a drumstick there. Assume that's a chicken drumstick. 2 pieces of bacon. Oh, we've got 2 pies back to back. Now I like that. And then a glass of wine, apparently, to wash it all down. I'd like to see those like the entrees and the side dishes intermixed a little more rather than straight, because I always felt like this is the order we have to eat this, right? So
I assume that too.
So I would start with, maybe, the fruit's nice, get you warmed up for the meal, I guess. But then, put that steak in between those 2 potatoes, but that's a hearty meal, but it's not going to touch the heartiness of the meal I'll be preparing tomorrow. I can tell you that.
Is the plan on for Thanksgiving, Gary?
Well, yeah. I know when Aaron is serving his meal, and I have his address.
Yeah, you can actually come by for probably Friday, because that's when you got all the leftovers I need to get rid of.
Oh, no, I want it hot out of the oven.
You want it fresh.
Yeah.
Hot out of the oven. Okay. These microns.
I'll be lurking in the bushes, peeking through your window when you're saying the blessing.
Okay.
There you go.
Keep my eyes open. When you get these microns fresh, man, they're really nice.
Yeah, I know.
They're juicy, but as soon as they start to dry up a little bit, they're just a pain in the butt.
I always think it's never the first thing that I think of when my lines aren't, performing the way I think they should with my brushes and also with pens. And it takes us like, I'm losing my mojo. I can't ink anymore. And then I realize it's, my tools are wearing out.
That's a discussion we've been having since the studio days. You saying that, and I remember that because it's like those brushes are expensive. You try to get every last ounce out of the can, but suddenly your feathering starts sucking, and you're just like, I've lost it.
Yep. I still do that. It's like, I can't ink anymore. My career is over. And then I'm racking my brain. I mean, I've done this 1,000 times. Okay, I'll break out a new brush, and then wow, I'm freaking Joe Sinnott.
That's what Beatty needs to do, is break out a new brush, man. It might help him a little bit.
Would you say that if he was in the chat?
I only wish he was in the chat, Gary.
You realize it just takes us to be talking about him, and he'll show up.
Magically show up. Oh, so true. I'm trying to, use every tactic I can to get him on this show. And if I have to insult him into it, I will.
Being nice hasn't worked. So.
That's right. So we're going to try the opposite.
Let's be disrespectful. Have you seen, he's been posting sketch covers in his website, and he still inks like a machine.
I have not. Is this stuff on Twitter or Instagram?
Instagram.
Okay. See, I don't spend as much.
There, yeah, and then he has a link to his website. And his stuff is surprisingly reasonable, but it's so clean. I mean, it makes me mad. How's he getting it this clean?
This guy's an old man. How does he do it?
What are you talking about? You're like one of the most immaculate inkers ever.
David, there was a tone of disdain in your voice when you said that.
I was just like, I look at, like, I would get originals from yours, and I was like, why did he send me copies? I'm like, oh, that's the original.
Yeah, it's so true. I'm starting to develop, though, a different line quality that I kind of like with these.
Is it with the pen, or are you doing it on purpose?
No, I'm doing it on purpose, but I'm doing it because I can with the pen.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of you can't really tell unless you look close, but it's kind of a controlled sketchiness that I used on that first page of Primal Zone that I really like how it looks. And so I'm going to keep exploring that and see where it leads. Let's see here. Inconsequential Artiste for 5. Thank you. This reminds me of a story I heard about a turkey that got up and started mingling at dinner. When invited to eat, he said, "No, thanks. I'm stuffed." Wow. Well, like I like to say, Gary, at least he paid us to read that. So
that's true. You can't be too critical.
That's right. But I'm going to be anyway. Thank you for the 5. We appreciate it.
David Rand Arrington says, Gary, Dave is correct. I was stunned by the Martha Washington piece. He bought that Martha Washington that I did a while back. You were stunned, eh?
He was stunned by it. Stunned by the absolute cleanliness of your line.
Do I pronounce this JM Starter? Or is that one word? It says, I tuned in and Gary's little horn immediately woke up my dog. Sometimes you just can't win.
I don't think that's true. That horn is not that loud. Come on now.
Well, it's high pitched, though.
Oh, that's true, I guess. Yeah.
Blackjack says, just found some Boris the Bear issues you inked, Gary. Yeah, I did inked a few of those.
Did you really?
Yeah. That's when Jim Smith was self-publishing. So it's not the Dark Horse stuff. Well, no, that's not true. I did ink, now that I recall, I did ink some Dark Horse Boris the Bear when Jim was behind on a deadline.
Whatever happened to poor old Jim?
Yeah, well, that's a sad tale.
Yes, it is. That's why I always take the money, Gary, even if it's not good money.
That's true. Money in the hand is worth a corn dog in the bush.
That's right. That's what I always say.
That sounds filthy as hell.
You know, that's the thing. You just leave it to David, and he's going to jump right in on that.
I think Gary knew exactly what he was saying.
So do I, but try to give him the benefit of the doubt. This is a kid's show after all, so we want to make sure that we don't go too far off the rails. I used to have
That's
kids
don't
watch.
going
realize.
to be his new handle on his new YouTube channel, Corn Dog in the Bush.
Oh, you put it that way. I was going to say, you realize I have a corn dog garden in my backyard?
Ugh.
Corn dog in the bush. Yeehaw.
Corn Dog in the backyard. See, it's all filthy,
Yeah,
Gary.
exactly.
Shut your mouth.
Oh my goodness. All right. So did does Infantino's Flash, did he have like little wings on his ankles, or were they lightning
Yeah,
bolts?
yeah, and he used like speed. You know his
No,
speed
they're like
lines.
near the top of the boot.
Yeah,
Oh, they
speed
were up
lines
by
come
okay.
off the wings.
They weren't on the ankles, they were up at the top of the lightning bolt thing, right? On his boot.
Yeah.
I guess I could just look it up. I will.
Yeah, I don't
Classic.
remember if he had them on his ankles.
No, they weren't on
Classic
his ankles.
Flash.
They were on the top of his boot.
Got to make sure that I do this right, because you know me, I'm always about the.
Yeah, about getting it correct. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what you're about, Aaron.
That's right. I don't want people
Aaron,
thinking.
I will always get the reference correct, Lopresti.
Don't forget to put his tail on.
Yeah, don't forget the Flash's tail.
I get-
Rand Arrington is following up. Gary, your work is Dave Stevens clean. I can't give you a bigger compliment than that. That's true. Dave Stevens was ridiculously perfect.
That was why he was so slow with all of his projects.
Yep.
Man, there's so many like people just like tweak the Flash so much that it's like I just got to put in Carmine Infantino Flash costume.
I wince every
There
time
we
I
go.
hear his name.
Really?
I inked an issue of Carmine's Flash.
Wow.
And Carmine
Wow.
doesn't use a pencil. He chisels into the paper. There are, I'm not exaggerating, there are grooves from his pencil in the paper that cannot be erased.
Is that
And so you ink something and you see all these dark lines still around it, and you erase and the lines are still there, and I've erased the inks and I have to ink it again.
Dang.
is that one of those things where they say that you like all you have to do is like pour ink on the board and it'll just fill into the groove?
Well, Carmine had a very sketchy line, so like a line on the top of his head, there'd be like 4 or 5 lines to choose. And that's all you're doing is, choosing which line to ink. And you have to erase everything else.
What years was this when you were inking?
This was mid 80s.
Okay.
I didn't even know he was still drawing then.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
me
still
neither.
drawing the Flash then.
Did you keep any of that?
Oh no, I sold those as fast as I could.
You disrespectful.
Yeah, I was only getting like $50 a page.
Oh, you had to eat.
Probably not even that. Probably more like 45.
Wow.
That is the thing, man. It's like you wish you could have hung on to all this artwork, but it's like
Yeah. No, I've seen some of those pages on Heritage, up for auction, and I was like, it'd be nice to own one of those, and then nope, can't afford it.
But none of us knew what, any of this stuff was going to
Right.
turn.
well, even the artists didn't, I mean, artists of high stature had no clue.
No.
Because I know
Kitty Ma is getting ready for work. Hail Graybeard's, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for Thanks for watching and contributing before you head off to work.
Appreciate that very much. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's well, we've talked about it a million times before, but just like, the fortune that Kirby was sitting on, or could have been potentially sitting on, that they never got to. Even the greats, like I said, I remember. I'm pretty sure it was 1977, when that Color of the Creature book that Wrightson did through Full Suling came out. He was, because he needed money to pay his rent and eat, he was selling the originals at a con, but he was all for, I can't remember what the price was, but if you wanted it hand colored by him, $500.
So it was only an additional $500 to
no, that was total, was $500 total.
Oh,
hand colored.
Wow.
So I'm assuming they were probably like $300 a piece or something, and if you wanted them colored, 500 or something of that neighborhood.
Yeah.
And those things are, worth tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, I've seen some of those colored originals. I didn't realize he was doing that.
That was the deal. And the things us starving artists do for money.
Yep.
All right, let me get out of this. Get out of my Carmine Infantino. Stealth X5 for $2 says, "Tell David that piece is coming along great." There you go,
David. That piece is coming along great.
Thanks, Bosa.
Major Corn Dog says, "Gary, ever had a turkey corn dog? Blasphemy. Health while not." I don't know what that means. I've never had a turkey hot dog, let alone a turkey corn dog.
Turkey bacon, man. Turkey bacon is like, why even have it? There's zero
Yeah,
fat.
what's the point?
Why don't you eat cardboard?
Exactly.
So nasty.
I'm thinking of
Rand Harrington says, "Then you are blessed, Gary." Was somebody forcing you to eat turkey hot dogs and corn dogs?
Oh, Gary, you're so lucky you've never had to eat one.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about the time that
Yeah.
Hey, my mom forced me to.
Your mom what?
My mom forced me to. She forced me
eat
to.
a turkey hot dog?
No, turkey bacon.
Oh, bacon.
Because she was practicing Rastafarian and stuff like that. So they no pork and no beef, no nothing. She was cooking. She's like, "Eat this." I was like,
"Well, dang, you sure rebelled."
Exactly. I tease her now again when we go out. I'll take her out, and I was like go to Chick-fil-A. I go, "You want some bacon on that?" She gets mad.
Oh man. Now, free food, right? You kind of take if it's free, you got to kind of take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Can't be too picky.
It's weird when they try to bring, I mean, I'm calling out my mom, I'm just calling out anybody, but people who bring their religion, if they're saying they're reading the Bible and stuff like that. I was like, look, you're not a Jew. That was for them, not for you.
Don't force that on me.
Exactly.
I said, so what goes in that defiles the man?
Yeah.
Give me the bacon.
Exactly. I said, this smells good.
That's bacon as Satan's breakfast food.
I've been getting these, and I guess it's because you like a few things on Instagram, and suddenly you get a ton of that, whatever it is. And so I've been getting like these New York and New Jersey deli, like short videos. These guys making these just monstrous sandwiches.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh,
Yeah, I've been getting those too.
oh my gosh. I'm so mad that I don't live on the East Coast right now that
Yeah,
I
I
should
know.
go in there and get those things.
Yeah.
And the pizza places too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All the
I was
guys
not
are like,
impressed.
forget about it.
I was not impressed with New York pizza.
I wasn't
What?
either.
The first time I went to one, the people that I were with, they all sit down and they just immediately fold the pizza in half before I had taken a bite.
Yeah.
They fold it in half before they bite into it, and I had never seen that before. Like, what are you doing? And they fold it in half, but they don't bite into it right away. They hold it up so they let the grease drip off. They're using like the fold as a funnel.
They're looking at you funny because you were using a fork and a knife.
No,
Oh, you cretins.
but that's New York pizza. You gotta let the grease drip down through the fold.
Yeah. I don't know. The stuff that I've been watching, these guys some of them are in New Jersey, and the pizzas, I mean, I actually like what they're doing. It's very crisp on the bottom. And so it can hold it up without it collapsing on you. And I don't know if they eat it folded and stuff, but what I'm seeing looks pretty good.
Well, that's the pizza's different in New Jersey than it is in New York.
Okay. Because I think usually I don't know that I've actually ever had a New York pizza because I look at it and go, I'm not eating that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's even Domino's now has New York. They call it New York style pizza. It's just thin.
Right. But the way they do the toppings too, sometimes you're kind of like, what the heck is going on
Yeah.
here?
What do you think of Chicago pizza?
That's the thick, right?
Yeah, really
Yeah.
thick crust,
Like a
and,
pie.
and they layer it differently.
I don't know that. I mean, for as many times as I've been to Chicago and New York, I don't know that I've ever had pizza in either place. Because when I go to New York, man, I go to delis.
Yeah.
I am just focused on going to get like these just mountainous sandwiches.
Yep. Like
that is
Cat's
one-
Deli.
Those New York style delis, man, that's something else.
I want to go to Cats. I'd go to was it Langer's in Los Angeles?
Oh, really?
Yeah. You never went there?
I'm trying to think if I have been there or not. Where is it at?
Shoot.
Is it like in downtown LA or is it like in Santa Monica? Is it where's it at?
It's like downtown Los Angeles, yeah.
I want to say that I've been there because I know the name and I know that if I would have had an opportunity to go in, I would have. I lived there for 3 years, so you would think, but I can't remember. But I have been to Cat's Deli, and last time we were there, I was there with Terry Dodson, and they didn't take card, right? You had to have cash or nothing. So thankfully, Terry had a bunch of cash on him. Yeah.
Or you wouldn't have eaten.
Well, no, I ordered the sandwich. We went to check out, and the guy's like, I get my card out, and he's like, nope, cash only. I'm like, okay, you're telling me this now?
Get out of here.
No, I already ate the sandwich, man. So I wasn't going anywhere.
What are you, crazy?
Inconsequential for $2.17 says everything's going to be Irie in the end. Everything's going to be
Irie, you said it right the first time.
I don't get it.
It's a Jamaican thing. She's making fun of Rastafarian thing.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I understand that it was yet another bad joke. Okay. Good. Zachary's Deep Dish in the Bay Area is great Chicago style pizza, says MJ Corn Dog.
Wait,
Yeah, but it's
which
in
place?
the
What
Bay
area?
Area.
Stomping grounds, isn't it, Gary?
It's in the Bay Area. Yeah, I grew up in San Jose.
Well, that's kind of close to the
I lived in Hayward, so I wanted to hear, what did he say again?
Zachary's.
Deep dish Chicago style pizza.
Oh, I don't know about Zachary's. I know Blondie's. Blondie's was really good.
I find it interesting that I have being I love pizza, and I'm surprised I haven't had pizza at more different spots than I have. I mean,
Well, when
outside.
you're at a con and you all go out to eat, you don't order pizza. You get, something.
That's true. But do you, Gary, are you familiar with either Giovanni's in Beaverton or Nona Amelia's in Aloha?
I've heard of Giovanni's. I
Well,
might have been there.
They're Italian restaurants that serve pizza, and they've got it's a breaded or not a deep dish, but they have thick crust bread type crust, and it's man, that is good. So I'm kind of spoiled. There actually is pretty good pizza around these parts.
Well, that's
that's debatable.
Well, my parts, I'm still searching.
Okay. Well, I find getting back.
Let me clarify. I'm not saying I'm searching my parts. I'm saying in the area where I live, I can't find very good pizza. It's mediocre.
All right. Well, the best pizza that I've found is always at Italian restaurants, not necessarily pizza joints.
There's only one Italian restaurant in my area, and the reviews of their pizza is scathing.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, that's Nona Amelia's is a staple in this household, and also Giovanni's, which is more garlicky, but it's the Giovanni's is square, like these big, huge square pizzas, and Giovanni's is the classic round, but so good.
Dad Adam is asking if we've tried making our own pizza at home.
All the time.
I have. I have a thing about time ratios between preparing and enjoying. If preparing the food is, way past the time of me actually eating the food, then I don't bother. Like lasagna, I'll make lasagna once a year because it takes so freaking long to make it. But to be fair, I'm eating on it for quite a while.
Well, that's the thing, right? You play into the leftovers factor.
Right. I actually have to freeze some of it. I get to the point to where I'm getting, lasagna again. And then, before that, that's all I'm thinking about is lasagna. I'll go to a restaurant. Yeah, you want anything else on your burger? Yeah, could you put some lasagna in it?
Oh, Mustang Trainer for 20 says the Greek says not what's carried into a man that comes out of his heart, like rebelling against his instructions to not eat pork. He explained washing the hands means nothing. Turkey bacon is really deadly good.
How can it be deadly good?
If it's so good, it'll kill you.
That's that's like somebody saying awfully good. This is awfully good. How can it be awfully good?
We want answers. We ask the big questions here on this show.
That's right. Somebody explained awfully good to me. Deadly good, that makes sense. Awfully good. It's so bad, it's good. See, I don't get it. I don't buy that.
Okay, no, I'm not buying this either. Steve Giblin says the Geno's Pizza by the merchandise. Oh, I thought he said in the merchandise mart in Chicago is really good. And I'm like, no pizza inside a department store is good. I guess it's near it. Okay.
Aaron has spoken.
Yeah, that's right. It's not where you go to get pizza. You don't go to Costco. And although that pizza they sell in there is pretty cheap. So I guess there's that. Rand Arrington for 10. Thanks, Rand. I still need someone to explain that when Aaron dropped off Gary. All right. I still need someone to explain that when Aaron dropped off, Gary wanted to get naked. Oh, when I dropped off, Gary wanted to get naked. And then he starts pimping out Aaron getting naked. What was driving and could not respond back then. So he's stirring up your commentary when I kicked myself.
Rand, I have no idea what you're even talking about.
And so it ends. Oh, well. Oh, Mustang Trainer returns for another 2. Thank you, sir. Typo, turkey bacon is really good. Pork is deadly. Well,
what are you, a communist? Get out of here.
Get out of here with that. Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to eat raw pork, that's for sure. But
check out this warning sticker. I've had this for such a long time. This warning sticker on my little squeaky toy.
Hang on a second. Let me make you full screen here. Small parts, ages 3, made in Italy. Are there small parts on there?
Not really. I don't see how a kid could swallow this.
I don't know. Well, I guess I'm just better safe than sorry, right? So did you?
Yeah.
Did you import that from Italy? Is that what we're doing?
No, I bought this. Remember that toy store downtown Portland? I forget the name of it. It was near Art Media.
Oh man, let me think.
It was like
it was on the side of the same side, like the Galleria down there.
It was in that area.
Okay.
But it was there for a long time.
There was a place on, and actually he's still around, but he moved like way into the Hollywood district in Portland. But Dr. Tongue's.
Oh yeah.
I think it was 3D Toys. I think it was called.
I don't remember. I couldn't get past Dr. Tongue.
It was but it was right there on Burnside.
That doesn't even sound right.
It was right on Burnside, just across the river, like on 12th or 15th Street, south or northeast, I guess it would be, right? And he was there forever. Like we're in the same neighborhood that Second Genesis used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to go in there, Josh and I, when he was little, we used to go in there all the time. And it was cool because he had a bunch of old stuff and it was just stacked everywhere.
Mm.
And so we were out, Josh and I don't know what we were doing, if we were coming back from a comic book show or something. And I don't know why we were in the Hollywood district, but we just literally drove by his new location. And so we went in and stopped. He actually remembered us, that was pretty funny. Because Josh, of course, is an adult now. And when we were in there, though, he was a wee lad. So I felt bad for him, so I bought something.
It was a pity buy.
It was. Well, it's like these guys are struggling to
You ever do that at a convention? You go to an artist friend that you know, and they're not getting any action, and you just end up buying a print or something out of pity.
I never do that unless it's art I like. I can't stand buying art I don't like, even for pity's sake. Katie did for $10. Hey, Katie. Happy early Thanksgiving, Graybeards. Aaron, please let me know what date you plan to launch your black and white magazine so I can write it down in the King's calendar. By the way, it's good to see you, Gary and David. Wait a minute.
Yeah. There's no reading between the lines on that one.
No. Wait a minute. Let's go through this. Happy early Thanksgiving, Graybeards. Okay, so we assume that's all of us. Aaron, please let me know this is nice. Aaron, please let me know what date you plan to launch your black and white magazine so I can write it down in the King's calendar. And then she says, by the way, it's good to see you, Gary and David. So it's not good to see me?
Exactly.
No, she's already acknowledging you.
Well, she didn't say hello
front.
or good to see you, Aaron. She just said, Aaron,
No,
let
there's
me
no
know.
greeting. There's no greeting to Aaron
at all.
whatsoever.
Wow. See, Katie, oh, just when I thought we were on the right track, you pull something like that. Wow.
I think she remembers comments that you made last week or week before last.
I remember.
I think she's got a book and she writes this stuff
I know.
down.
She's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stick it to him as soon as I can.
Okay, Aaron. Katie responds to you, Aaron.
It's always a pleasure to see you, Aaron. My Lord. That's more of a like.
Yeah. Admonishing.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Oh my gosh. This is like she's like saying, my goodness, what else do I have to do to oh my goodness. Okay. Well, thank you for most of that message, Katie. Appreciate that. Rand Arrington for $10. Thanks, Rand. He says, how'd that backhanded slap from Katie feel, AA Ron? See, I'm not the only one who sees
it. Rand, that was not a backhanded slap. It was a front-handed slap.
Right to my face. It was, let's see here. Okay. That was another one. Where is it? Bad Adam 12 for 10. Thank you, sir. David, how long is your sale for? And if I buy using Cash App, do you get my address automatically? I'll probably use Cash App and just list the pieces. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Wait, what was the question again?
Does it list his address automatically? I don't remember.
No, it doesn't. You have to put your address in there.
There you go.
But why don't you just write me also on either Instagram or X, and we could finalize it, and I'll put something extra in there if you fulfill this, I'll make it worth your while.
There you go. Look at that. Generous David, they call him. Okay, let's see here.
How much time do we have left?
About 15 minutes.
Oh.
Or more if you need it. No wonder Aaron is always cold with that thin skin, says Randy Howell. Oh, wow. Okay, so basically Katie comes in and everybody starts piling on.
Exactly how it goes.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Okay.
I get no respect here.
Right. Oh, man. I go back and watch Rodney Dangerfield videos. They're so good.
Yeah.
That was funny. Kind of like
Major Corn Dog has a pithy comment there, Aaron.
Oh. Thank you, Mrs. Lopresti, for helping Aaron make a volcano for science again. Mind you, he is a senior now, and we are doing redo equations, not reimagining Pompeii. We've had some confusing comments, Gary. This might be, I feel like I should cannonball him for this, but I don't even know what he said. Thank you, Mrs. Lopresti, for helping Aaron make a volcano for science again. Mind you, he is a senior now, and we are doing redo equations, not reimagining Pompeii.
I think he's hinting that not only are you old, but you're also senile.
You think that's what that is?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. To the chest. Wow.
All right. Yeah. MJ Corndog is saying, thank you, Gary. So apparently you translated correctly. There's Melo.
I I recognize an old guy insult when I see one.
Those are 4D comments. So basically, Corn Dog is playing 4D chess with us.
He's a monster. David, if I send you one of the Big Trouble in Little China towns so you can send it to Kelsey, he'll come back? I don't get that.
It sounds confusing to me.
Yeah, I know he wanted he was auctioning when. Remember when on one of the auctions he wanted to win the Big Trouble in Little China piece I did?
Yes, but what does that do with big towns? That must be something else that.
I think you're right.
Golem Wolf for 5. Thank you, sir. He says, told my shrink I had self-deletion tendencies. He told me to pay in advance. Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah. There was one that where he said, "Hey, my doctor gives me sleeping pills, tells me to take them whenever I'm awake."
Yeah. Other Vespa guy. Don't mention Pompeii. Gary still has PTSD from that.
Oh. Wah, wah, wah.
Too easy.
Look at David's dog, man, getting all up in somebody's grill.
Yeah, I had a disagreement with that dog.
I find that hard to believe, Gary.
That's David's dog. He did not like me.
No, that's the girl.
Okay.
But yeah, Nico did not like you.
Did you mess with the dog, Gary?
No.
No.
You just walked in and it was on.
Yeah, dogs and kids love me, so that was an exception.
Okay. Chihuahuas are kind of volatile, though, you know. Never really know. Well, I'm not in love with this, but you know what? Stealth's going to have to suffer through it.
You're gonna make Stealth suffer when he takes delivery of this artwork.
It's too late to start over, right?
Man, there's this, the old guy Gary jokes are just piling on. I officially am not going to read anymore.
Well, you know, we have to accept the reality that we're in right now. It's unfortunate, but true.
He's a monster. It just keeps putting out there that if he does this or does that, Kelsey will come back. Well, that won't happen. Just to address what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron.
I'm not sure if there's anything at this point we could do to lure Kelsey back.
No. Katie
did for 5. She says, "Behave, Aaron. Santa is watching, and I do write notes in the calendar."
Yeah, see.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that, typical woman. She doesn't forget.
I know. See, now she's threatening me. So that's fine.
Remember that thing you said to me 2 weeks ago?
I've got it right here in my calendar. Oh, and you're gonna pay. Oof. Well, thank you, Katie, for the $5, and I will behave because now you've got me nervous. Now that I know for a fact that you're keeping notes.
Yeah, now you have to watch what you say.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm going to always be guarded. Hey, Katie, nice to see you. Thank you.
Having a video record doesn't bother you, but somebody writing it down.
That's because nobody watches this stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I get the condescending encouragement. Good, I know you can do it. All right.
Even Billy down the street was able to do it, and he rides the special bus.
If Billy can do it, you can do it, Aaron. What are we doing here? Hey, now there's something nice from John Smith. Happy Thanksgiving to the Graybeards. Now that I like.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, appreciate that, John. I'm going to go nuts here. And
what? Fill in the black? I'm going to go nuts.
I'm going to add some black in here.
You're going to put in a core shadow?
I'm tired of being a coward, Gary.
Okay.
Push the envelope. That's what I'm all about now.
Okay.
Katie's inspired me because I kind of feel like maybe I don't have long to live. He's taking this could end badly, so I need to take chances now.
So my conversation about counting my days didn't phase you, but Beatty mentions it, and then you now you're nervous. If Beatty can do it.
No, Katie.
Oh, I thought you said Beatty.
No. Katie takes.
It was like you still being inspired by Beatty's sketch cards.
No. I am. I'm concerned about this note taking that's going on, and
okay. Katie says she's yelling. OMG, Aaron, that's not what I was saying.
Oh my goodness. See? Let's see here. I'm
Aaron, Ink on Paper says, put in some work today.
Well,
so
you know.
He's hinting that you goof off normally or you goof off all the time.
Okay. Here we go. Now this ticks me off because I'm trying
to let all that other stuff slide, but this one I'm going to address.
I am trying to run a show here, and I'm drawing the best I can.
Well, I mean, remember I said at the beginning of the show about taking insults at the end of the show? I think that's what they're doing.
Yep. So
wait a damn minute.
Yeah, just a damn minute now.
Henry Jeremick, Aaron, how about doing an ink wash stream? ? Gary Martin will teach you how to do it if you pay him.
Oh my God.
No. One, no.
Two, no.
Two, what makes you think they don't know how to do ink wash?
We're guessing.
I've not done ink wash that much. I kind of don't like doing it, and I'm guessing both Aaron and David have done it way more than I have.
There's two ways to look at it. I'm still looking at it, trying to decide if I want to actually go traditional, or because I'm so comfortable with markers, you could go in there and do basically your gray stuff with markers. And but I feel like that's sort of cheating the whole spirit of what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to. I should do more streams, like educational draw streams and stuff. I don't do enough of those. I used to do a lot of that stuff, and I just don't anymore. But once I get, I haven't done it in a long time, so I need to get kind of my feet underneath me before I go on and make a fool of myself.
Yeah. Or remember that Star-Lord black and white magazine.
Yes.
It was the first Byrne Austin pairing. I think Chris Claremont wrote that. I could be wrong.
Probably.
That was pre X-Men. And it
Yes.
was black and white.
Mm-hmm.
The gray tones were done with Zipatone. And Terry inked the entire story and then had stats made of the line art and then went in and laid down the gray tones with the Zipatone.
Really? Wow.
Because he foresaw that story being published in color one day. And sure enough,
that was smart.
Years later, they reprinted it in color, and so Terry got paid again.
What a
So
wise
that's something you could do, is just do the line work as if you were doing gray tones. Make copies and then noodle it up with your cross-hatching magic and rendering, and then if you wanted to gray tone it later, you could.
That's an interesting concept, because what if you do want to produce it in color at some point?
Or even color. Yeah.
Interesting. Now you've got me thinking, and that's dangerous.
Henry Jeremick says Marvel Premiere Magazine number 11, first Byrne Austin artwork. Yep. That's where I fell in love with Byrne and Austin, when I saw that. Because you could see, it was black and white, so you could see the line quality. And then when I read in Comics Journal or whatever it was that they were going to be the new X-Men team, I almost pooped my pants.
That was, I remember seeing that when it came out. I was at, do you guys remember Payless stores?
Yeah.
Sure.
They had a Payless store it was at the end of the mall in the Beaverton Mall, which was like these malls were these newfangled things, right? And it was the big store at the end of the mall.
Aaron, even I don't use that phrase, newfangled. Man.
I'm an old soul. What can I tell you?
Yeah, Aaron, hurry up and wrap up the show. The early bird special at IHOP is coming up.
Well, I still don't eat at buffets, so that means I'm still not completely old. But so it was a department store and a shoe store, and they had this magazine section. They didn't have comic books, but they had a magazine section on those wooden shelves, right? That had they'd set the magazines on. And they had all the that's the first time I saw Treasury editions were there, but they also had the Marvel black and white magazines like Savage Sword, Savage Tales, and Marvel, was it Preview, did they say? I remember seeing that Star-Lord issue with Byrne and Austin.
Yeah, I had seen, I was a fan of Terry Austin at that point. And I had only seen a little bit of Byrne, but it wasn't inked by Terry. And so when I saw that magazine, I lost my mind. It's like, whoa, this is so good.
Well, didn't Byrne start off on Iron Fist?
I don't know if he started on that, but that was definitely one of his early projects.
So
he self-published something, or it was with a smaller publisher. I can't remember the name of it.
Rog 2000 or whatever.
Yes, that was
Charlton. I'm pretty sure that was Charlton.
So yeah, I knew of his work. I wasn't a huge fan. I mean, I didn't seek him out, but I did after that. Randy Howell says Gary needs clean underwear now. Brush with Destiny. And he posts the link. Thank you, Randy.
Actually, we do have links to everyone's stuff in the description of this video. Fearsome with David Williams art and Ethan Van Sciver's script. Gary's Brush with Destiny, his art book. My website, Dan Lawless's website for his original art, and of course, the Cyberfrog universe prequels, which Dan is working on as well. So all that stuff is listed in the description of this video, and we'll take you right there if you'd like to check any of those out for, especially the websites. If you're looking for Christmas gifts, I ship right away, so you can get books, back prints, even art. There's original art listed there too as well. So.
And we know you collectors out there have friends that you like to show off your original art to. Why not buy them? Actually purchase artwork for them and blow them away.
Be the greatest Christmas ever.
That's right.
All right, so I think we're done, and then we're going to we'll take a look at the artwork, and then we're going to auction off Gary's piece of art. So we'll take a look at mine first. So then we got the Flash with some little lighting there. It's kind of an atypical Flash. So what are you going to do? But
I like it. I mean, I like using the motion of the energy behind him to show that he's running. I like that.
Okay. Well, there you go. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. I feel better about it already.
I always thought, drawing a illustration of a guy running and trying to show mega speed with speed lines, never really worked for me. So you have to be creative.
There you go. Now I'm filling in the blacks with this Perma. Can you guys read that?
Yeah. Perma black.
Perma.
Don't go. You're going too close.
It's not.
You're too close.
I know it's not.
That's good.
You can see it.
Permapack, I believe is how you pronounce it. These are awesome. I love these things. So, got those at Blix.
I like all the black you put on his face, on his mask.
Very Finchy. Very Finchy.
Yeah.
Let's see what David's got for us. Oh, look at that. In your face. Typical high energy David Williams. Great piece. Look at that.
He's flying off the page. I've been doing more and more of that, David, of using the outermost edge of the paper. It adds a lot of dynamics to the artwork.
Man, I would look at Jim Lee's pages because he never obeys the rules of like the comic book, blue grid that's on there to say keep it within. He goes all the way to the edges, and I'm like, I saw some originals. I was like, damn, that's impressive. It has so much more power.
Yeah, that's really dynamic. That's awesome. He's, the thing I don't think people realize that the Batman Beyond is hard to draw good. His face is weird, and you really pulled it off. Now, did you work on any of that when you were doing animation?
No, like right when they were developing it, that's when I was out. I saw him developing it, but I was on the way out.
Very cool. All right, guys, let's get to it. Gary, you want to lay down any laws or anything here before we start the bidding on this piece?
I'm gonna lay down the law.
Lay down the law, brother.
I'll just start with a minimum of $100. That doesn't include shipping. This is 11 by 17. This is all brush, and there's a little splatter in there. $10 minimum bids. And you have to write the amount and confirmed.
Right, but you means $10 increments and minimum bids $100.
$10 increments, $100 minimum bid to start it off.
So there you go.
Otherwise, it's just not worth it.
That's
so yeah, Creative Day. I'm talking to you, sister.
Your $1 bid. So anyway, let's open it up, you guys. So there you have it. Starting bid on this is $100. If anybody would like to bid on it, you just type in $100 confirmed, and we'll go from there. And look at that. I saw Travis post this piece not too long ago. I don't know how old the piece is, but
he did it this year.
it makes me wonder what he's up to.
I know.
Stealth X5's in there for 100. He said, I'm not going to walk away with it from that for $100.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Stealth.
So when you're interpreting all that line work on there, I mean, it's got to be difficult to kind of, because a lot of it feels kind of random. Like he just kind of does.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I just kind of have to look at the area that like this cross hatching example. I don't know if you can see my cursor.
Yeah, on his knuckle there.
Cross hatching on his knuckle.
Yeah.
I look at the shape. I don't look at like each individual line. How many lines are there? I don't do that. I just look at the shape and the angles of the lines,
mm-hmm.
and then just go for it. I'm not trying to like, oh, he's got one here and one there. I don't do that. I'm more concerned about, like line way how thick they are and angles of them. And
well, he's like Kevin Nolan. He uses a dead line weight most of the time. I think Adam Hughes does that too as well.
But his feathering is subtle. It's not like heavy-handed.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people.
Like this area was kind of bold, but everything else was pretty delicate.
Well, I think it's a difference between trying to create a lighting effect and create texture.
Right.
Gollum or Moromi, excuse me, for 120 confirmed. Thank you for that, Moromi. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Moromi. Appreciate it.
Gollum Wolf says, Gary, do you use your code system when you do these recreations?
Not with the recreations. I just draw the shape. Like I say, like as an example, I'll just kind of outline the shape of feathering in the pencils. I don't put in, like a number of gray because he's only got like 2 tones here. He's got one layer and then another layer. He's only doing 2. So it's not that complicated. When I do the code system is because it's so complicated. That's the only way I can keep track. I love that foot. I mean, that's like
those nasty toenails.
Yeah. Katie, how would you like to pedicure that?
Rand Arrington, 150 confirmed. He's on top of that.
Thank you, Stealth, and then thank you, Rand. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Now we're going to get into that kind of toenail fingernail conversation about the Hulk again. It's like,
well, look how jagged and it even looks thick.
He could kill somebody with those.
Yes, he sure could.
So we're at 150 right now. Rand Arrington in the lead for this wonderful piece of 11 by 17 artwork. Penciled and inked by Gary Martin, a recreation of a Travis Charest drawing.
Is that how you say his name?
Charest, yeah.
I always say Charest.
Oh, it's so French. Charest? It's so French. It's Charest. Craig wants to know how much time did you spend on that, Gary?
Good question. That was a better part of a day. It wasn't something that I knocked out because the recreations are different because I'm trying to recreate what somebody else has already done. So I really have to study it. So I'm not just laying down lines. I really have to, I'm constantly checking back to my copy of it as I'm working on it. So it takes probably twice as long as if I was just inking it. And thank you, Stealth, for that bid.
So we're currently at 160 with Stealth X5.
I really like the proportions of this. There aren't that many Hulk artists that I think get it right. Both Aaron and David do. But a lot of times this, Hulk's head is too big or too small, or I think this is how the Hulk should look. His fists are like almost as big as his torso.
Yeah. Those are great hands.
Yeah, they sure are.
Yeah, Travis is one of the guys I hate. I mean, I love him, but I hate him because he's so good.
Yeah. Thank you, Craig, and thank you, Rand.
Rand, up to 200. Thank you, Rand Arrington.
This is again, this is 11 by 17. It's on Bristol. And the blacks are on here. They're not, it's India ink, so they're nice and dark.
Excuse me. I remember years ago at one of the when they used to be super cons in were those in San Jose?
The Bay Area, yeah.
And I was sitting near Travis, and I remember we were talking, and I was working on a Princess Leia, not a princess. Yeah, it was Princess Leia, and I was kind of holding it closer to me, so he couldn't really see it. And he kept kind of like trying to look to see it, and I kept like turning it so he couldn't see it. I was too embarrassed. I was like, I don't want.
Stop looking at my drawing.
I was like, Travis, it sucks compared to yours. Okay, I can't stand the humiliation. It was kind of funny.
Look how primitive the face is.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about this take on this, that Travis and David brought this up in a conversation a while ago about how Travis is sort of like you can still tell he drew it, but he's doing stuff differently.
Right.
Like this is much chunkier and more graphic than you would, used to expect from him, which is kind of cool because we do like to see artists kind of grow and change, even though we may love exactly what they've done most of their career. After a while, it's kind of like, if you're doing an art book and your stuff looks the same all the time, it's like people are like, I've seen this before, so give them something a little different.
It kind of reminds me of Tommy Lee Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah. Yep. Very interesting. But he still has like the Travisisms in there. So you know that it's him, but he's doing stuff a little bit different. So very interesting. Do you want to start a countdown here, Gary?
Yeah, might as well.
All right. So when I hit 0, it's over, folks. And remember, you're a few seconds behind us if you're watching on YouTube. I don't know if that's true on Twitter, although you couldn't really bid if you weren't on YouTube. So don't wait till the last second. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. Rand Arrington, our high bidder at 200 right now. 4. 3. 2. 1. Going once. Going twice.
I appreciate you stretching this out.
3 times. Sold to Rand Arrington for 2 bills.
Excellent. Thank you. Please include your shipping address and This is 11 by 17, $20, 18, $20 for shipping. That'll include insurance. And Stealth, thank you for
Stealth,
hosting this show and coming up with the categories. You were the man behind this show. People didn't realize that.
Yeah, we'll try and do that. Gary's like, let's do it every week. I'm like, no, but we'll do bidding again for picking categories for the show in the not too distant future. We want to thank everybody for joining us. Of course, thank you for all the super chats. We couldn't do the show without you guys. Of course, you know that, but I'd like to say it every week because it is so true.
And Rand, I just typed in my PayPal information.
There it is, inkart@earthlink.net. So anyway, guys, have a great
monthly.
Well, Stealth doesn't get to call all the shots. All right, you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy your holiday weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Corn dogs. Corn dogs. Corn dogs.